What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Get in the end zone, fellas!
The Bruins ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. No reason to risk trying to field that. It skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game. On the run, it's Nixon. They finally
whistle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Knights are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella.
Touchdown, Knights! Fit it in the window for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. On the ground, it's Thomas. Runs through a tackle. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Ernie on the Jets. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run. get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop a coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown. UCF made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Jackson will throw. Touchdown Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
At the 25, and that's a first down for the offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on second down.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. For the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Knights backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force it.
They stripped it out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
brings up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
It'll be third and long.
Here we go. Cookie.
From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Iamalayava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Robinson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. It just seemed wide open.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking down the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Nixon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Oh, they're after him. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He wants to change this route. Jackson will throw. Holds it in on the left. Finds a seam. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, UCF.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him. Touchdown Knights! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using up.
Oh, now the kicker's gonna throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into a 2-point conversion. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run, it's Thomas. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. It's complete. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF. The defense putting points on the board. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. The quick out. Bust through behind his pad. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Going up top. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The short hand, it's Burke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. Jackson will throw. Fires it down the seam. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Now facing a third and long. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Working that left side. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Thomas. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that?
Here we go.
Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Knights line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down with 3rd downs coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so... the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. This time he's got his man. Powers through. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job of the base defense making the play.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and Listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Jackson gonna throw it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
UCF 63, UCLA 0.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
The Knights will punt it away on fourth. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up end. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those first down markers and get that first down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, a lot of space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your lead.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The Knights will punt this one away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. He's loose. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Yeah, Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. Jackson will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Got a man, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big game, but it keeps you out of those negative situations. It really makes you very predictable.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to...
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 25 over Colorado State. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now the play fake. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He's got it near midfield. He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes.